Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I hope everyone's feeling good. Thank you again to everyone who supports the channel. So, the message first to my subscribers. This is obviously a response to a video I received from Decca Heggie yesterday. So if anyone's concerned that I'm going to get into any negativity or back and forth or get involved in any negativity, don't worry. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to avoid all that like I've been doing for my channel, and I won't get into that. But so Decca's left a respectful video just talking about how he wants me to go on his channel, or he wants to come on mine. He's reaching out effectively. Now, just to give a bit of backstory of how I knew Decca, 2016, Decca contacted me on Facebook, and he had seen my fights, and then I in turn looked at his fights. I was impressed with his fights. Well, the fight with David Price in the ring, I was impressed with his fight there because it was a good tear up and they both went for it. And me and Decca eventually met, I think in Milton Keynes. There was a boxing show in Milton Keynes, and we met, and I had a lot of time for Decca. He was respectful, humble, polite, and I rated him as a fighter. This is 2016. So then there's an event at the Blind Beggar. This event was, I think it was a cratering party or some sort of party. Lenny McLean's son Jamie was there, Norman Buckland was there, Chris Lambriano I think was there, and quite a few, Alan Lord, and I went down and Decca was there. And this was a Saturday afternoon, and the very same day, Decca said to me, I'm going over to challenge Welsh Phil in South London. This was from East London, and he asked me to go with him as a bit of support because he was going from Carlisle to South London. He didn't know anyone down there, so I went along with Decca and Alan just as a bit of support when he challenged Welsh Phil. Anyway, next thing, cut to the Julius Francis gets brought in because Welsh Phil can't do the fight, so I got asked by Ricky English to do Decca's corner for the Governor fight, which I did. 2016 this was. I've spoken about that anyway, all that fight and whatnot. Did the corner, didn't speak to Decca again from 2016. He did call me 3 days after the fight to thank me, and then I didn't speak to him again. So until the bare knuckle fight at Dean Lynch Ward, when I got invited down by Paul Joyce to the Joyce's site for the fight against Dean Lynch Ward. That's the last time I spoke to Decca, and the first time I spoke to him in 6 years. Anyway, this is to Decca now. This is to Decca. So Decca, I spoke to you on the day of the Dean Lynch Ward fight. The reason I spoke to you on that day is because I believed that obviously all the paperwork had been shown and all that, which was what was agreed upon. So I believed that had been shown, and you had been effectively cleared and welcome onto the site. Turns out later on there's this bigger 55-page acro which people are saying is the real one. Now, no one can sway my opinion. I'm my own man. No one tells me what to do, what to think. I will make my own judgment, which I do. I've got my own opinion, and alarm bells have been ringing, and I've not liked a lot of what I've seen. This is directly to you, Decca. Whatever I say about someone, I'll always make sure I will be prepared to say it to their face. That's one of my mottos. I'm not a keyboard warrior. I'm not one of them people sitting on their computers being brave. I will be prepared to say to the person's face. Now, alarm bells are ringing when you say you're never going to show your paperwork. Of course, the alarm bells are ringing. That is the thing that everyone wants to see. Now, I'm prepared. I mean, I've heard you say this. I've heard you say you will send it to someone impartial, someone who's not part of the trolling campaign, as you call it. I'm willing, if as you obviously respect me and you obviously trust me, I'm willing for you to send directly from the police station the paperwork via email to my email. I'm happy to do that, and you know that I have no ulterior motive at all, and I've heard you say you're willing to do that with someone who you can rely on. and I'm up for that. So that's the only way I think I would then entertain, and I have to be honest, that's the only way I would entertain any future correspondence, full stop. I'm sure you understand that. I think the ball is in your court to clear your name, and as you know, and I wouldn't have made a video about you, but as you've made one about me respectfully, I've obviously replied. Anyway, I'm not going to get into any arguing or negativity with anyone. I'm not about that. I just ignore negativity totally from anyone. It's not what I'm about. Negativity draining, and I just, if you're willing to do that, if you want to do that with your acro, then we can talk. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope you're all well, and catch up with you all soon.